You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. Don't like it, then you uninvited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clock in. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hood Table one more again, my The Hood Table family, the Hood Table Nation. Please make sure you like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the Hood Table on YouTube, Facebook, IG, Twitter, and at our website, thehoodtable.com, where you can find all your The Hood Table merchandise, and as well sign up for our monthly newsletters. And of course, the people who would like to become actual members of the Hood Table, paid members of the Hood Table to show your support for us, click the join button right next to the subscribe button, or you can find the link in the description box of the video so that you can join. And everybody, today we are going to be discussing Sistas Season 2, Episode 9, and it was titled When I Get Home. Now, y'all definitely gotta let me know how y'all felt about this episode, about the different storylines, and how well you think the season is going. I want to start off with Andy and Gary. So, Gary, he done made bail. And he done snuck up on Andy while she was walking to her car in the parking garage. We saw that on the previews last week. And I was like, is he about to whoop on her, go upside her head in the parking garage at her own job? He did his best to try to intimidate her to get into his car so that they could talk. But thank God, Hayden, he showed up. He walked around. He came up in there. Gary, he was so furious. He is really upset with Andy, but not only for going out with Paris, but also she still hasn't returned his money back. Why is you keeping that man's money, Andy? She don't need it. She just got $1.2 million from her job, and she got her job back, and she got a new office, got her boss's office. She getting her house back. She's getting her bank account, her finances back. So does she really need the money? Does she deserve the money? If Hayden had showed up, y'all, let me know if y'all thought Gary would have put his hands on Andy. I don't know, because he was big mad. But what do you guys think of, please let me know, what do you guys think of Karen? Karen's suggestion to Andy was to keep that money. She deserves that money because of everything she went through. Now, I would say, yeah, if she wouldn't have got everything that she wanted that was owed to her back and some, I would probably say, yeah, keep the money, see what happens. But in this case, I really think she should keep the money. And Karen, out of all people suggesting that, I would have thought that Karen, who almost got killed for sleeping around with that lady's husband, would have told Andy to get the money back and just walk away from that crazy lunatic. But no, Karen was like, keep that money, girl. Now on to Sabrina and Calvin. Oh Lord, Calvin. I still don't know how to feel about him. But anywho, during a phone call between Sabrina and Danny had found out that Calvin wants to commit to Sabrina. And Sabrina found out that James likes to eat booty. That man. I'm like, hold up, you eating booty already? But anyway, Danny should be having me cracking up talking about Calvin wants to commit to Sabrina, even though they haven't known each other that long. And all I could think of was, shouldn't James have known you a little longer before he started eating on your booty? Y'all let me know, how long should you know somebody before you try to eat on their booty? But since Sabrina is still concerned with Calvin, possibly indulging using meth. She designates Maurice to swipe a urine test from the bank. And to persuade him to do that, she tells him he should want to be sure, he should want to know that he's not allowing a drug addict to move into his home. And of course, Maurice falls for it. When Calvin showed up with that burger for Maurice, y'all, he was like, "Yes, you can move in." Calvin was ecstatic. He was excited because he don't wants to, he gave all his money away to his father so his father could, move back to Florida, after his husband died, and he needs a place to live. So he was excited that Maurice said yes. But then the next thing he said, "But first, you got to pull your DIC out." The expression, y'all, on Calvin's face was priceless. Now, I have to admit, now y'all know I've been kind of on the fence with my feelings with Calvin, but I now have to admit that although he loves to have toys inserted in his backside by Sabrina, he's probably not into the menses. Probably not into the menses. I wasn't too sure at first. I wasn't too sure, but does he do drugs? I don't know. The way he was acting, I'm not so sure anymore. He told Maurice he has never ever used drugs, not even weed. So why in the hell would James, the bartender, lie on him? He said he saw him doing it in the bathroom at the bar, and he said that he's been using meth. I got questions. Child, we got questions. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But on to Danny and Preston. So we know that James liked to eat the booty, and he also used her toothbrush the next morning when he got up. I'm like, gross! Like you just put your lips and tongue all up somebody's crack, and then you're gonna use a toothbrush in the morning. Like, would you have used your? I don't know. I think it should be like two separate toothbrushes, one for this occasion and one for everyday purposes. That's just me. That's just me. But then again, I don't. Okay. Anyway, once Danny got back home, Preston was there waiting on her to apologize. His sister had enlightened him on what words he should try to refrain from, from saying while he's dating black women. One of those words, well, being, let's see, what was it? Gal. One of those being the word gal. So, and I can see now, as far as that word, why Danny's so funny, so she exaggerates about a lot of things, but I guess it's kind of like the way he said it too, like back in the day on the plantations, down south was like country, the southern drawl, and hear somebody say, "Come here, gal, gal, get your ass over here, get in this bed, gal," so okay, now that we know that Preston didn't really understand, or he didn't really mean to offend her. They done made up. They done made up. I'm so happy to see two of my favorite characters making up. But Preston wanted to know if Danny slept with Jane. He wants to make sure that she isn't the kind of woman that sleeps around with everybody. To put it in his exact words, he said, "Any man who likes a gal, a girl, wants to be the only one with her." Yet Danny didn't understand, why was you so concerned? Like, why he's so concerned? She called him over and over again. She texted him over and over again. Even though she thought it was his fault, she still tried to reach out to him and he never got back to her. So she told him her excuse was, in her saddened state of mind, she hooked up with James, the bedazzled bartender. But James, even though he was all up in her crack, he didn't make her feel the way Mr. Rodeo makes her feel. When Preston heard that James tried to lick her butt, he was like, hold up. I don't want to hear about all that. I don't want to know about all that. He's like, "I'm willing to do anything for you, Danny. I'm willing to lick you all over, Danny, but not there." But somehow I think that might change. That might change. Y'all, Mr. Rodeo, that cowboy, he is some kind of fine. That man just ooh. When the show comes on, I just look forward to seeing him. Just seeing him. He can be on the show all by himself. But anywho, moving right along. Zach and Fatima. Okay, now last episode on the previews, I was like, what? Hayden up there flirting and coming on to Fatima? And then I was like, dang, all last season and earlier this season, Fatima didn't have a man. And now she's with Zach. And Hayden might be interested in her as well. But then, come to find out, this episode, Hayden and Fatima had already kicked it before. Not really kicked it, but they had a one night stand. You know, it was for one night. They had a one night stand, and now Hayden, he wants more. He see her all dressed up and down up in that black number, and it was a cute dress. She's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. I got to give it to her. The sister looked good in that dress. But since Fatima is now getting rocked by Zach, she has no interest in getting back with Hayden. So getting ready for the girls' night, she rushes him out, telling him, you know what, I don't have, I can't be having you just dropping by without announcing, no announcement. Next time call first, you know what I'm saying? But will Hayden be a problem for Zach? Will Hayden end up being a Gary? And my next question is, how did Zach find out that Fatima slept with Hayden? I don't remember that part. So y'all rekindle my memory. I don't remember that part. But after his shift ended, Zach, he came back to her place. He was acting really strange, and wonder why she's even interested in him. He's like, why you want to be with me? Why you care so much? Why are you trying so much? Then he asked her, are you sleeping with or have you slept with any of the other men in the program? All of a sudden, his insecurity started kicking in, leading him to think that a woman like Fatima should not be interested in him. Doesn't that sound familiar? Those insecurities that we're seeing right now, that's probably the reason why him and Karen are no longer together. But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Now, in the previews for next week, old boy was sitting outside of the bank waiting on Maurice. I was like, oh my God. Y'all remember what Maurice said, though? He said he got me last time because I was in heels. Maurice was in a dress. He was in a heel. He had wings and lashes on. But the next time, I wonder, is this the next time? I don't know. He said the man said he was there just checking in on him. I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen. And also, while all the ladies were out celebrating Andy getting her job back, they were also discussing guys. They was discussing the men in their lives and what they have and want to do to men. Will Fatima reveal that her and Zach are messing around? And how do you think Karen will take it? Y'all let me know. And make sure y'all like and share the video. Make sure you subscribe to the Hood Table, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, IG, and at our website, thehoodtable.com. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Bye.